Very important game for both teams because if Ateneo wins this,
they get higher chances.
right, and they bring down UST, and for many reasons. UST getting the first point here. The youngster, Chuatico, able.
Because we already expect the wing attackers to have the bigger load in scoring.
Speaking of load in scoring, a heavier load this year.
Volleyball pa din yung nilalaro, so I just focus on what my goal is for that day. And actually, the win against Adamson was especially fulfilling. This report is powered by Emil. Now back to you, Bumanayel.
It is the reason why she is immensely popular in your campus. That's still alive and still playable. Carvalho goes to Altea, and that will be an Ateneo point in set 4 and eventually set 5. That's a good receive from Arroyo. That's another thing that has improved in Ateneo. Ateneo in the last few years, and even in, after the Eliza Valtour, these two teams is very important. Carvalho, one hand.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they were still able to manufacture something there.
No, that speaks.
Rado targeting Pasha, who gets back the pass. Off the rebound, Carvalho will choose Bet Hilongo. Scores her first point.
But a big start, a good start here for UST with a 4-point lead.
Carvalho opens up to Bet. Stop there. Ooh, too low. From behind. Good pass. De Guzman. Best scorer of the tournament at 14.6 a game. Ateneo's had some very... Ilongo checks with the assistant coaches where to serve. They go back to Arroyo. De Guzman again, denied. Easy ball here. Angge, cross court.
Great dig.
Yeah. Great dig on the other side too. Swipe. Pasha says, I'll take it. De Guzman rolls it to the other side. Carvalho averaging 4 points. 10-7. First round, UST swept Ateneo, but this is kind of like a different Ateneo team since then.
But they've built enough confidence going into the second round.
Nice sell there. Chuatico keeps it up. Another roller. Carvalho opens to Angge. And too much power on the number 2 scorer of the league.
Their service errors.
Again. That's why she also averages 4 to 5.
Most composed player on the court.
But it only hides her competitiveness.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's not intense. She's internally. Girl who's averaging 14.6. Oh, welcome to the game, Red Jurado. Arroyo solid on her passes. Chance on the deflection again to go back to Hilongo. That's gonna bounce out.
Hilongo really also has gained her momentum.
Sunashima, of course, J-Lo, of course, and then Perdido and Saisagula.
Yeah.
Another great bench player.
4 players supposedly this season.
16-10 is our score. We will be back. Well, Ateneo is this batch starting to really come together under Coach Serio. Responding well last year, even in the losses. We said that on the broadcast. 18-11. Arroyo, good at receiving. That's a good get for Pepito. One more chance here, Pasha. Denied.
In the start of the match today.
Just like Lian de Guzman, they have both averaging 14.6. And this lead, it's a longer leash, yes, to play here for UST. Montoro. She's a heavy-handed girl. I've always said that. But she finds a way to smack that ball, doesn't she? Even from the service area. Why? Abu! Ito, partner, tatanong ko, if Ivana Sulit, and this has happened to you, you come into the game, no warm-up or barely warming up. You don't go through your usual rituals in the locker room or before the locker room.
Just to show up. That's the most important thing. You're
of
here.
course.
You need to show up and
No
still
choice.
perform. No choice at all.
No choice. Guzman. Wahe saw that. Boyos is in front. And that's always problems. Boyos in a good groove here.
UST has been so consistent in this set.
That's a floor touch. Minor. They have not been able to attack cleanly against UST here, and UST easily takes set number 1 after that Duncan spike of the set brought you